Hi there. Today we are at Drop to talk to Alfred Uitwillige. He is the CEO, and Drop is building 3D printers. So first of all, thanks a lot for having us here today. Can you briefly explain what Drop is about as a company?
Yes, Drop is a 3D printer manufacturer. We produce and design in Holland 3D printers for the professional user. And we started in 2012, 13, and we sold printers for a long time, but actually these printers did not address the needs of our customers.
Okay.
And we searched and searched, but we saw many printers, but one was too small, the other one didn't have the specs. So we decided to make them ourselves, but also and then build something what the customer really wanted. And so we interviewed a lot of our old customers and derived the specifications for the model of our printer from them.
Okay, well, it's great to hear this sort of almost co-creation that you
Yes,
did.
yeah.
Okay. And we also learned that you are, let's say, with the 3D printing business moving towards a platform model. Can you say something about that? What does that mean for you, the platform model?
Yeah, the platform model is something what actually came to life during our printer process. Because first of all, we wanted to build the printer which was completely compliant with the customer needs. And that means that we needed to ask the customer what they want, what it could cost. And when we did that, actually there's another, the next step we didn't know before, but what came out of it is that, yes, you built the right printer, but we also need to serve the customer the right way. So to not only have a product which is fitting, but we also needed to provide the services and this business to the customer in a way that they like to receive it now.
Okay.
That's also changed to the old days.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's we actually forced to move to in our hunt to serve the customer, and not only to be nice, but really to address the needs there. It came clear that the way how we do business with the customer is also totally different.
Okay.
So we moved there by customer needs.
So really, okay, so it's customer driven. Can you explain how it works, this
Yeah.
model? Yeah.
Yeah, it's really a platform that we are building. It's on the internet, in the cloud, which is many platforms nowadays. And it addresses the different users, I mean users and users. So for the people, first of all, our customers wanted not to let external companies build their products, because many times they make prototypes, and prototypes are secret.
Yes,
many times. So they had a problem about delivery in time, but also they don't want to expose their products before they are even protected to the outside world. So there's a two-way. Then the customers were wanting to print themselves, but they also want to see their prints from a distance. So they want to check remotely with a phone and not go back to the company to check everything works well and tomorrow morning will be ready. So that was one small part in the beginning. We wanted to provide them more comfort in delivering the printers. But then the customers come to us with the next steps, and next steps is they want to communicate together with their customers.
Right. Yeah.
So we have a lot of customers who produce products, and they don't want to print here, wrap it up, send it out to Asia, whatever, to send 50 parts. And they want to print it remotely. So they actually print it from here, they check it remotely, the function I mentioned before, but on a printer existing at the customer location.
Right.
In Manila. In this case it is in the Philippines. Yeah. And instead of printing it here, sending it out, they want to print it locally.
Right.
From here, so actually from Doetinchem is this customer. So they want to print, so they save time, they save the shipment costs and produce. But then you have other things like protection of the IP. So the information you send must be encrypted and deleted when. But yeah, and in this way we have this platform where we make the way that people communicate together and work together is changing. and it's a kind of organic development.
Right.
how we
Yeah.
manage.
And very much customer driven. So with the platform, you kind of serve your customers and the customers' customers.
Yes,
They are brought
it's a
together.
total platform. Yeah,
Extremely interesting.
yeah.
And are there any pitfalls, difficulties with moving towards this model?
Yeah, the most difficult for this model is this has a lot of questions because the customer asks us not only to serve their customer but also have remote support. Hey, you can also look my product,
Yeah.
so I can look at it, but you can look at it, you can monitor it. The pitfalls is there that you can do a lot, but you must also respect their privacy. And this is actually a big thing nowadays, that some people want everything from you. They want you to watch their product even when they don't watch it. Please guard it for me. And others totally don't want that. So the pitfall here is that there is many different customers. And so you have to address both of them. People want totally this cloud help and this platform help, and people want to use it partly, but don't want you to intervene with their stuff too much.
Okay.
So to build something that's easy, but then to hold back, that's for us technically is quite challenging because it can also make a lot of settings, and people don't like difficult platforms. They don't want like a lot of options.
Okay.
So it's a little bit the plus and minus, it's a fighting balance.
Okay. Yeah.
And then the other thing is that platforms work well when they are for free, but when you want to make a business model, and you must really be careful to balance out well the cost for the customer and the profit for you. So the profit for you is that you can make this platform grow and develop enough to address their needs, but also the customers, they have a certain win from it, and you must make very clear to them that this cost for them could be a good balance.
Right. Yeah.
We are used to very discrete models, you know, so much cost, so much profit, and then your company cost is like this, then you can calculate. But this is a kind of a growing platform, but also it's what I said before, organic way.
Yeah.
That you must start somewhere, then it's the costs are going at a certain place. We do this, we make it a little bit more discrete by describing how much profit we want to make.
Okay.
And we share that also. We want to make 10% profit.
Right.
That's a healthy profit. More is not needed. We will reinvest.
Yes.
So, but by being transparent on that, and most customers also hunt at least down this kind of net profit. So they feel like, it's a sensible thing to do. And if you make that transparent, then it's more easier to explain to the customer, like, we need to do this because we want to be healthy.
To make it
And
viable.
if you are honest, but transparent on what healthy means, then it's more easy to explain instead of we must stay healthy, but how much is healthy then for you, you know? And so it actually makes your total way of doing business, the morale, the whole thing. It changes a lot. We started with only making a product fit to the customer, but we end with a total transparent business.
Complete platform serving several
Yeah.
customers. Yes, well, I think it's very interesting also because you have this strong focus on the customer and trying to involve them in many ways and trying to be transparent to make things work. So thanks a lot for your insights in the platformization of Drop.
My pleasure.
I hope you enjoyed it, and I wish you good luck with your assignment about the case of Drop.